Good afternoon again. So, for the interest of time, I'll try to just go to the interesting part of it. So, my name is Gilbert Kiprono from Redington. We are based in Nairobi, Kenya, but we have regional offices across Africa. But to summarize it all, a lot has been said in regards to how we want to leverage technology to assist institutions, which takes me back to who are we trying to articulate or reach out to, of which our boss in this scenario is the student. All of us have been students before, and we've had scenarios whereby we were struggling with research, struggling with the resources of which we want to do. So us as Redington, we come here as just an arm and legs to just give that platform of where we are able to support students. So briefly, let me just introduce where Redington is come from, and then probably I can just articulate that. So Redington is just a global distributor. Currently, we're based out of 38 countries as of now. And we do a lot in regards to different kind of business portfolios. So I will not, let me just mention on what we do from different product portfolios. Where I come from is called what is called Cloud Solutions Group, whereby we have AWS, we have Microsoft, we have Oracle, and also GCP. But why we are here is because of what we can articulate as AWS. Other solutions portfolios like Endpoint Solution Group for Fortinet, we have Palo Alto, and the rest. Mobility is in regards to Apple, including not also the service provision for Elon Musk. I don't know, do you guys have right now that provision? We do in Kenya right now. So we are able to just give that to guys. So other solutions portfolios are like that, like Citrus, Ensure Services for your after-sale services, Renewable Energy, which is solar, ProConnect for solutions provisions also. These are our presence as of now. Like I said before, the blue ones are where we have operational countries, and then the rest we are just represented by also active partners. In AWS practice, we believe that our go-to-market strategy is on partner-driven. So what we want to do is to just enable partners to be able to articulate the service which we provide in institutions, and that's what I'm going to be articulating as of now. I will not go through what AWS in details because of interest of time. But in a nutshell, this is what Redington is agreed to or committed to UbuntuNet framework. That is reducing financial risk by setting credit terms. We realized that guys were struggling with provisioning AWS services through credit cards and stuff like that. But when you get into the framework, we're able to now to discuss with our partners and entrants on how you can be getting provisions of AWS services on some good credit terms. Local billing in other countries whereby they are struggling with dollars and landing credits, we're able to do that. Dedicated sales and technical support, coming either from Redington or AWS or within all our affiliated entrants. And access to funding. Winnie has just talked about those. Predefined and discount data for egress waivers. She also spoke about that in terms of how you move data around. That's now what we have committed to under the UbuntuNet framework. The interesting part is now how the engagement models comes in. AWS, who's vendor now, has and us, we can engage through either the entrant, in this case probably even Renu, and then the end user will be now the university. Second option will be AWS Redington through a partner, because we realize that some universities as of now, they have their own probably an engaged partner whom they've been dealing with. We are not saying no to those kind of engagements. We will still go that route, whereby we'll do or implement the AWS workloads through the partner, then to the institute and to the universities. And all this also is being monitored through the entrant. So our go-to-market strategy is from a sales motion and a technical perspective, whereby we get to understand the key requirements of each university. And we say we don't have a one-size-fits-all. At the end of the day, universities, as I've seen some are saying they are struggling with pipe, some are struggling with resources. So as AWS and Redington, we come and at least talk to you and give you something which at least works for you now, in the most reliable manner, cost effective, and also if you enable you also through the process. Technical enablement also in using through webinars. We have regular webinars which when we last with now Renu, we will be inviting them to be attending these webinars for technical proof of concepts with universities. I'm glad this is now an ICT forums, and I'm happy to engage with you guys who are now here. Please welcome to the booth, whereby we will be able to articulate how we are able to roll out proof of concepts for you to try out this stuff. This is what I was talking about before. We know, and we were all one students. On the left side, that's what a typical researcher was struggling with before. And on the right side is what now we propose. Compute, memory, and also collapsing the whole alignment from being a vendor to how the student gets resources. We want to bring that together, that a student is just able to just get to a laptop and a browser, bam, they have a resource. So part of the offerings which we are now proposing through this alliance on managed and disaster recovery. Someone yesterday was mentioning about some losing data and they never recovered it back. Under ransomware and mitigation, our engagements is able to give you a landing page and discussion around this. Another discussion is on GenAI right now, large language module and LLMs is something which is creating traction in schools for us to do big data analytics. That's where you also come in. Managed security services, of course, 24-hour support is also part of the package. And also privilege access management. You as ICT director, sometimes you said that you sometimes have a lot of traffic inside your networks, whereby you need now an access through to be able to diagnose and move around your networks. That's what we can do. High performance computing through SageMakers and LLMs, that's something which I had mentioned. To give a nutshell, a brief example of what can, one among the 200 plus services which AWS provides, Lightsail is one of them, whereby I talked about a student, for example, who just need a machine, a browser, and is able to just spin this machine and be ready to go. What you just require is create your virtual computer using a web browser, launch your research application and upload your data, run your simulations and analyze your data. This is just but an example. We will take you through and how. This is just a bit of more features about it. I will not go through it because of interest of time. What I will leave you with is one of the case studies of what we did with one of the biggest universities in the UAE, Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, a top research institute in the UAE, has developed a foundational large language model using advanced AWS SageMaker instances. This model supports the research in creating cutting-edge technologies in discovery science and artificial intelligence. So I ran through this so fast, but what I would encourage is this. Please, let's pass by the booth. I will tell you how all of these discussions has been revolving around research, and we have more information on how, what are the gaps, but now in discussion of now the how, the arms and the legs is what we're now proposing, and I look forward to having a one-on-one with each stakeholder of yours to just now push, because IT and ICT directors are the gatekeepers. When we work with you and we get to onboard you to this framework, whereby you are able to sell it to your organization, it makes our work easy, because when we articulate the value of the students first, the issues which comes with budget, issue when, to do with timelines, because we understand, Madara was talking about everyone want to do more, but when we articulate the value of what we are bringing to the students, everything else will align. So I will leave you that as a takeaway. Please feel free again. Scan, we have a scanner and a barcode scan, for us to at least get you information. Then we can now do our one-on-one engagements, and then I can take you more on it. Thank you so much.